So the product is, the best way to characterize it is storage in the cloud or storage as a service. We have a unique differentiation in that we have what's called a storage delivery network that allows you to intelligently upload and download your information as close to the user as possible. So that means we have storage nodes that are literally located across the world. We have storage nodes in Europe, as well as in Asia and here in the United States. So this means you effectively program to our API as a web service, or you upload through FTP, CIFS, NFS, and we automatically determine where to place that.
So how is it different from Amazon S3?
So really 4 fundamental differences. Number 1, we are a true file system. So if you're at all familiar with Isilon or any new clustered file system technology, we are a clustered file system, except we offer it as a service. This is very different from Amazon. In their case, you have to actually build the file system logic on top of what they call a bucket. So that means less expense for you as a developer and much more rapid time to market value that you're going to get. Second, we are a true load balanced network. So this means if you write once to that API, we're going to move that data closest to the user as possible, and you don't do anything as a developer to do that. We do it for you. In Amazon's case, you either program to Seattle or you program to Europe. The two do not talk to one another. So if you have a user-generated content application, you're not going to meet the experience demands that you need as a developer. The third key area is we integrate media processing or media services directly into the file system. So this means you can do things like transcoding. If I want to transcode from let's say a Windows media format to a Flash format, I can do that on the fly by a simple API call, and I can deliver that to a mobile phone or to a PC or to a high-definition television. So that's the third key area. The final key area is just maniacal customer support, developer support. When you can actually literally call us, you cannot in Amazon's case, and we're going to help you with that application development. So net, you're going to get to time to market value you're going to get with us, and you're not going to get with Amazon.
Cost-wise, how do you compare?
Pretty similar. We're 18 cents a gigabyte at the base level. They're 15 cents. We do charge additional for transcoding as well as the network locality piece. In fact, the network location piece is 23 cents a gigabyte, and transcoding is $1 a gigabyte. But it's very similar, and in fact, I would argue 95% of the use cases were cheaper than Amazon because of that file system. Let me just give you a quick example. If you want to rename a file in Amazon, you have to download that file, rename it, and then upload it. So you're paying twice to upload that file. Or in our case, you simply just rename it or move it, copy. You can do whatever you can in a file system you can do with us. That's why I like to say we're not necessarily just a competitor to Amazon. We like to say that the box is dead. And that means the EMC box, the NetApp box, all these new filer products, these boxes are dead. It just doesn't make economic sense. It doesn't make global reach sense for you to go down that path.
But you yourselves, you have to use those boxes for your own data centers.
No. We developed our own file system, okay? We just use Intel commodity hardware, storage servers underneath. They're white box servers. So all of our intelligence is software. This gives us the economic advantage to pass that along to the customer, the business customer, but it also gives us that intelligence to build out that network that you could not do if you were using EMC, NetApp, or anyone else. That's our 4 key use cases, I like to say. Number 1 is backup, and we actually just signed a Fortune 10 company that's going to be doing a lot of backup to us as the cloud provider. Number 2 is Web 2.0 companies, heavy social networking companies that want to have a lot of file sharing as well as storage, primarily of videos, photos, etc. Number 3 is content owners, content publishers. These be like Hollywood. Where do you put that data? And then if you need be, how can you then push that to a content delivery network if it became popular?
Right.
So that's another key area. The final key area, interestingly enough, are consumer electronics manufacturers. So they're looking to build in access and sharing services directly into devices like you're recording me on. So you can push a button, it's uploaded to the cloud, and it's immediately shared to your friends and family. So as an example, we announced a customer called Accentra that's actually bundled in with all of the C hard drives, or going to be bundled in with all of the C hard drives in Europe. And so that means if you buy a NAS drive there, you can also then access and share that information through the cloud. Number 1, a CDN or content delivery network is built as a broadcast model. That's how they were optimized. So that means you upload content in one single place and then you push it out to millions of users. So that does very well for a popular movie, even an application you want to download. In our case, we're really interactive at the edge, meaning you can upload and download at the edge, and we're going to do very well for 1 to several, meaning probably several thousand users. Now, if it becomes 1 to a million, we have an API where we can literally push that up to Akamai or another content delivery network to take advantage of that. So it's really dependent on the use case you want to use it. I would say predominantly we are going to be that interactive point from a storage standpoint. CDNs will still have their place in the broadcast model. So we were founded this past year, early part of this past year, and since raised $17 million from Intel most recently as a strategic investor. They came in latter part of the year, and then I have 2 other VCs that joined in June.
You're based, sorry.
So we're based in San Diego, California. I currently have 27 employees local in California. Then I have another 10 that we use in India.
Okay.